The role of the divine masculine is actually to help you on this journey, to help you on this awakening that they came in to activate you. So let's dive a little bit deeper on this. So the role of the divine masculine is not simply to bring you into the dark night of the soul. And that is what happens with an awakening path, is they come in to catapult you and all your wounds come back up. And when you separate from your divine masculine, it's kind of like someone pulled your heart out and there's a part of you that's missing. And the dark night can last as long as you allow it to last. It can go on for weeks, months, but it's all about your energy, and it happens so you can rise from that. Sometimes I get asked, well, there's so much that the divine feminines have gone through, and when this happens with your masculine, that dark night, it's so painful. Why does so much pain have to occur on this awakening path? And the answer to that is it's different for everyone. It's not meant to hurt you. It's meant to help you come back, help you realize that this journey is about you stepping into your best version of yourself. And once you let go of what you believe your masculine can give you, you actually give that to yourself. The love that you believe they are giving you and the love that you believe you have for them is actually what you want to give back to yourself. You actually gave them the role to reflect those core wounds back to you, because those wounds need to finally be alchemized. And this is hard. It's not always easy to alchemize your core wounds, but that is why they come in, is the role that you gave them. You see, you give other people roles in your life, and that's not just your divine masculine. That's everyone in your life, because everyone is a reflection of you. It's not just your divine masculine. They just happen to be a more pure, clear reflection of you, but so is everyone else. And that is what the whole journey is. This awakening isn't about your person in the 3D. Yes, they do come back in. Yes, you can choose to be with them, but the work has to be done first. Letting go, releasing. And some need a lot more help with this. Some need tools to help them release. With other divine feminines, it's a little bit more easier. They can release that lower energy and the traumas a little easier. So everyone's journey is different, and no one is better than the other. And no one really gets off easy on this journey, because everyone has gone through so many different obstacles. That is why we don't want to really compare. You might hear that one divine feminine is back into union in less than a year, and you're wondering, how does that happen when you have been in separation for, let's say, 5 years? But what you don't know is what that person went through in their lifetime as well. So there are so many situations here. So comparing different journeys really doesn't help anyone. What helps is you going inwards. What helps is you trusting in your divine connection with God, with the divine, and knowing that what's meant for you can never be lost, because really there was no separation. It's just the illusion of separation, the illusion that everything is separate from you. But that is why your divine masculine comes in, to let you know that they are not separate from you. I am not separate from you. No one is separate from you, because it's just your energy projecting out to others, and then that energy is reflecting back. That is what the journey and awakening path is. And the more that and the longer that you're on this journey, you realize that it's an awakening. And you will see that many all over the world are awakening. An awakening now is happening for a lot of people. And it's not just a twin flame awakening. It's an awakening from a crisis. It's an awakening from someone losing their job. It's an awakening from someone losing someone in their family. So that is how people awaken, through different circumstances. For you, it just happens to be from a person, which happens to be your twin. and the label of the twin flame awakening. And it's all about the energy. So once you really balance out your energy, you will be able to communicate with your divine masculine once your energy is more balanced. Once you come back into that feminine energy, that nurturing, empathetic, compassionate, loving, divine feminine energy, giving that energy and connecting to that energy to yourself. That is why doing self-love techniques is so important on this twin flame awakening, because many divine feminines have lost their feminine energies, is mostly unbalanced. They're so used to being in their masculine energy. And I can speak for myself in this because I have been in my masculine energy most of my life until I was awakened by my twin as well, which then I needed to balance my feminine energy. And that is an important part of this journey, stepping into that nurturing energy and giving that nurturing energy back to yourself, because you're so used to giving it to others, you've neglected yourself, putting yourself first for a change, right? But the role of the masculine is to awaken you, to help you balance those energies as they reflect those core wounds back to you, as they reflect and trigger you. And that is part of their role. So you don't want to look at it as a negative. You want to look at it as a positive. And it all depends where you're at on this journey. If you just started the journey, it might be a little bit more difficult. But if you've been on this journey for a little while, you're really starting to understand that it's all about frequency. Your divine masculine is reminding you of the frequency that you hold. Once you hold that frequency of inner union and step into that inner union frequency, the universe automatically reflects that back to you. And that includes being with your divine masculine if you choose to be in a relationship with them, while at the same time always regulating your nervous system and keeping those energies balanced, your masculine and your feminine energies. Simply because you're in union doesn't mean that you no longer work on yourself, right? You're always balancing your energy, but it becomes so much easier because you've had practice during the separation in really working on yourself and really loving yourself, really stepping into that feminine energy. So keep working on you. If you need some help, I do have a website. Feel free to reach out. But the more that you work on you, the more the universe will reflect that beautiful energy that you have within yourself. Keep working on yourself. Sending you all so much love.